Welcome back to Atlanta & Company. I'm Holly Furfer. Do you need some quick cash? Well, Chapes JPL is one of Atlanta's oldest and most trusted buyers and lenders on jewelry, and also one of the nation's premier asset-based lenders. Now, they loan top dollar and offer some of the lowest rates in the industry against your diamond jewelry. Jeff Zager joins us now with more. Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
I am great, thank you. So tell us more about Chapes JPL.
Well, we've been in Atlanta 28 years, and we're probably one of the largest in the country at what we do, but we loan on assets that banks won't loan on. For example, diamonds, gold, high-end automobiles. Obviously, we're in tough economic times, and basically, if you need some quick interim, short-term money, where do you go?
Right.
Banks are not lending at all right now, and even if you had some high-end jewelry or diamonds, besides a pawnbroker or traditional pawn shop, there's really nobody else to go to. So for 28 years, we've been in Atlanta. We're located in Buckhead, and we will lend people money against these items, whether you need $500 or $500,000. So that's what kind of sets us apart from other people in the country that do what we do, is we have the ability to do very large loans very quickly.
How does it work? If I have jewelry, how do I
Well, what you do is you come to our offices. They're nice offices. We're in Buckhead, next to the Houstons and the Ruby Tuesdays. They're on Lenox Road.
Right.
And you come back into our offices, and we evaluate the jewelry. Because I've been in the business for over 20 years, we really understand the value of diamonds and gold as opposed to other people in the industry, in the pawn industry. They might not have the knowledge of what the market's really bearing on these things. So you come in, we evaluate your item. The whole process takes 10 or 15 minutes, and you can literally leave with a check for $500 or $500,000 if you have the collateral. In 10 minutes. There's no credit checks, there's no background checks, because it's all done strictly on the collateral.
Now, how does it differ from a pawn shop? Because my understanding that can you sell at a pawn shop, but you don't, if I wanted to get my jewelry back once I had the money, how does that work?
Well, the loans are 30-day interest-only loans, and the way we differ from a pawn shop is that we typically loan 2 to 3 times more than a pawnbroker would, and our rates are 70 to 80% lower than a pawnbroker.
Wow.
So we make it affordable. Our whole premise is a little different from the pawnbroker because we don't have a retail operation. We strictly lend on the collateral, and we want our customer to get the collateral back, because when they lose their item, we lose them as a customer. So we have about an 80% repeat of the customers that come to us.
Now, what's the difference between Chapes JPL and, say, a conventional bank?
Well, a conventional bank, if you go in and on your financial statement you have listed that, let's say you have $50,000 worth of diamonds and Rolexes that you've received as gifts, the bank will just strike a line through that. They don't know how to value that, and they will not count that as collateral. Also, banks will tie you up for weeks, if not months, which I'm sure a lot of people are going through right now trying to get loans. In 15 minutes, you come in, as long as you have a valid driver's license and the collateral, that is all you need at Chapes JPL to get the cash that you need.
Is there any size loan that you cannot do?
Up to $10 million, we're pretty much covered. So,
wow.
And we've done some very large loans because people get into positions where they need short-term capital. They might have a real estate closing coming, and they're going to cash out some money, or a big tax refund. We've actually had doctors that are waiting on insurance money from insurance companies, and they come in and they need, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, and they've collected nice baubles over the years with these, all their items and their Rolexes and their watch collections, and we'll value those things and loan them money against them.
And so you see all kinds of people, there must be people of all walks of life that come to you.
We see everything. We see people that need $100, and then we see the pro athlete that needs $100,000.
And you cover it all?
We cover it all.
That's amazing. And again, you said you're in Buckhead? We're
in Buckhead. We're at 3355 Lenox Road, which is right next to that Ruby Tuesdays and Houston's on the corner there. The MARTA station's across the street, Lenox. Everybody comes to Buckhead at some point during their month.
And you don't have to make an appointment. You can just come in?
Don't need to make an appointment. We do accept appointments, and we're seeing 40 to 50 people a day right now. We are very, very busy because credit is so tight out there. So,
what are your hours that you're open?
We're Monday through Friday. We're there from 10 to 5:30, and on Saturdays we're there from 10 to 1.
You know, for 28 years in business for anybody is remarkable. How have you stayed such a strong, reputable company here in Atlanta?
Well, because we value what we're doing, and we really feel like we help people, and people that use us appreciate us. We have over 16,000 customers in our database, and as I said, we have about an 80% repeat. They might pick their item up and they say, oh, I'm never going to see you again. And we say, well, if you need us, we're here. And a year or two later, they might need us again, and they're able to come back because we make the interest affordable enough where they can afford to pick the item up.
Well, it's great to know that you're around, especially in these tough economic times.
We're there.
Thank
we're there
you
to help.
for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you having me on.
And if you want more information about Chapes JPL, you can give them a call directly at 404-504-7021, or you can go online and visit them at jewelrylender.com.